Assalamu alaikum. So, first of all, let me check. Am I audible? Yes, we are on live. Let's check. Am I audible? Yes. We are audible. Yes. So, first of all, today I came with World Times June. So, I want to review this. The cover says that growing charm of CSS among youth. Number tells a different story. So it means that the youth is just chasing views. They are influenced by social media that they want to do CSS, prepare for CSS, but the applicant they are applying, the graph shows a different story. So what is the reason behind it? So we will start the new magazine. First of all, the video quality might be uh, you know, low because I'm streaming on laptop, so the webcam quality is bad. Might be awful. So the magazine has its contents, and first of all, they have the letters to the editor. Letters to the editor says that some of the issues, the main important one is a welcome move to by HSC. They are now started apostille system, so it's a very good system for adjusting the documents. So first of all, we have some chords and chord. We have some great quotations. I will discuss two or three of them. To understand the living, you have to commune with dead. It is said by Daniel Black. Daniel Black is a was a African author and professor. So this means that to understand it, to understand the living, you have to commune with dead. It means you should not have dead yourself to see them. You should go through the history. So the second is the tragedy of war is that uses man best to do the worst. It means the war always create destruction. A man uses best potential to destroy someone. So this is called by Henry Fosdick, an American leader. So the next quotation is that we should unquote is in peace sons bury their father, in war father bury their son. What a quotation. In peace son bury their father is dead. But it is opposite in war. Father buries the son. It means the war create that much destruction. So these are just some other quotations and some famous persons. We'll go next because we have this shortage of time. So the first section is general section. Uh, the first topic is how Islam reached the Indian subcontinent. So it is saying about the history that how the Muslim migrated from Arabic center to the subcontinent. It is saying about the history of this. So the next is Trump, Iran, and madman theory. Madman theory means the unconscious theory which was made by the history of the presidents. They always make the Trump is called a psychopath man. So that's why they made his theory is called madman theory. He is now he is almost a psychopath. He is on a hegemony. Hegemony meaning he wants to be superior from other leaders, and he has now started a system in America called Trumpism, and now he is putting his picture on the passport. So that's how the definition of hegemony. So the next is choke points is weapons. So these are some choke points where oil can. So next is UAE exits from OPEC. First of all, if you remember, I streamed the World Time magazine of I think April or other month. So there was a topic that UAE, the writer predicted that UAE may exit from OPEC because there was having a meeting and having issues. So now UAE finally announced that they are exiting from OPEC. So that's how the system works. And ditching fossil fuels is the topic. This is about the fossil fuels. And why did European colonize and not get colonized? This is one of the most greatest favorite topic. That why European always colonize others, but not colonized by themselves. From over 500 years ago, they colonized over in subcontinent and Portuguese and other countries, many of them. So what about this? I think this is about the mindset. Last colony empire in the world history. There are some colonized countries. You can see British Empire, French colonial, and etc. Common likewise, Europe has a common currency in its whole continent. So the Muslim country should also have a common currency, which should be used among all the Muslim countries. It will not fluctuate the currencies of the other countries. So the next topic is the future of money. So basically, the money, the paper type money was first came by China. So now China is digitalized himself, and now they are using digital money instead of the uh, paper money. So now the world is also going to the future. They are also digitalizing in Pakistan many sectors like Islam, but they are also using all over this Islam. Most people are 90% people are using digital money. So next we go a marathon model test human limits. Marathon is a type of race which have some miles, and the scientists took a marathon leader athlete and predicted that how much time it will take to complete its race. So, toward administrative criminology, it is about the Pakistan criminology, that the crime are increasing, and FBR broaden the text base. So the text issue is always there. Boosting the livestock sector. We can boost the livestock sector by using the Brazilian agriculture system. Brazil is its top. Brazil is on its top in exporting agriculture, and mostly the farm things like animal and the cow especially. So this is how they are exporting the system. The world should follow it. And the next is, can federalism deliver Pakistan development process? Maybe. And the worsen food crisis in Pakistan. Yes, there is a food crisis in Pakistan, and this is because of the governmental policies, and there is no rain for a big duration of time, and there are many other reasons. Climate crisis at our doorstep. Yes, obviously there is climate crisis, heat waves, and water scarcity, and flooding, glacier melting. They all are happening due to the climate change. Educational crisis. This is one of my favorite topic in the magazine. That why the education system is not equal in Pakistan. There are many reasons. The writer said that the first, there are four types of educational system in Pakistan: elite private school, mid-tier private school, government school, religious seminars. So these are the four types. Elite private school is the students are studying who are in the elite class, elite family. The mid-tier like us, and the governmental school, some students are studying in the governmental school, and the religious seminars where are the madrasas where they are studying Quran. An elite school, they are studying AI, robotics, and etc. But in the governmental school, they don't have the basic science students. And religious seminars, madrasas are having religious education, but not scientific education. So that's how the education system is not equal. So if one is studying in an elite school, and someone is in a mid-tier school, and one is reading in a governmental sector, but the test and the competition is all over the country. So that's how the education system is not equal. And there's an interview of a PS officer, and social media protection. Yes, there should be social media protection, and Trump and Xi Jinping connection, and nuclear power. The next is Naya Abbasi, uh, PMS officer interview, Muhammad Sali, National Highway Authority officer interview, the desertification and drought challenge. Desertification, the process of being a desert. So how the desertification is increasing? There are various reasons, uh, and the next is case for a living wage, and next is push your limits. This topic is inspired by Atomic Habits book, that a person should push his limits and go beyond his comfort zone and touches the success, and that's about this. And this can change their life and their uh, process. Global environmental changes. This is also a major issue. Ethics, politics, and society. And the next is scoring essay. This is describing how can you write a good scoring essay in a competitive exam. And this is written that there are types of essays: analytical, descriptive, argumentative, reflective, persuasive. Mhm. Small and medium enterprise. Enterprises is a type of company or a business. Um, so small and medium enterprises in Pakistan, the company which is worth PKR 150 million is called small enterprises with 50 employees, and enterprise or a company business called medium enterprise, who's having 150 to 800 million 800 KR million with 250 employees. It's called medium enterprise. So that's the main difference. Silence to safety is a topic. A young citizen is a topic. And the next is global report on food crisis. Yeah, there is food crisis. America is now a rogue hegemon. So this is how Trump is going to rule on Iran. This is about, and there's a PMS solved past paper, and there are idioms portions, and I want to talk about one of them is barking up the wrong tree, trying to do something in a way that will not work. So there are antonyms, and the antonyms are distort is clarify, and change of narrations, change of voices, prepositions, precise, and Islamic history questions, etc. There's a GK corner, and the topic is the dark web. So how the hackers use the websites and how they hack the system, and there are some dark web mean the a website we don't know about that. Uh, the author says that there are layers of the website. First of all, the first layer we see, if we open a app or a website, then we log in and put our password. It's the second layer, and there are some deep layers which we can't see, which are behind it. Behind someone who have made the software, and the darkest web, and these are, and there are some kind of dark webs which are marine web, the Silk Road, which use illegal works. So the next is world in focus. How the world is using these GKs in the it is Afghan. Let's have some flash. Let us first we'll continue the GK for So the Azan is finished. So now we can continue our live stream. We were talking about the GK corner. So this is the most crucial portion of the magazine because it prepares you for the CSS and about the most competitive exams. The GK corner include the TED bytes also and the small topics and like the Artemis 2. It is a topic from the spacecraft how NASA built their rockets and etc. And the next they have water where they are talking about the waters and the top companies that they have the most sales is in the spacecraft. They are talking about SpaceX, which is owned by Elon Musk. And next, they are talking about OneWeb, which is a France company. And the next, are talking about National Renaissance Office, and this is a company in the United States and owned by the NASA and the U.S. military. The check the level. U.S. military has their own satellites rather than the countries. This is the level of their uh, protection of the army. Chinese People Liberation Army has their own satellite, and the Planet. There is another company named Planet, which is also from the United States. So this is how they are the most superpower country in the world. There are some other GKs, and in GK Corner there is a topic that there were four presidents of United States which were assassinated while in the office. Assassinated means shahed. They were killed in the office. So there were four officers, presidents of United States of America who were assassinated while in the office. So one of them is Abraham Lincoln, James Garfield, William McKell, John F. Kennedy. So they were before the 90s. So if four presidents were killed in the office, so there are also attacks being on Donald Trump. It can be also killed. So that's how they are crucial topics. So there's a topic about the Cockroach Janta Party, which is made nowadays in India. Uh, the word basically cockroach was used by a minister that there are some cockroach type of people doing this and that. So people came and make a party named Janta Party, Cockroach Janta Party, and now having influence in India almostly. And there are some GK dead bites. Dead bites mean masaledar GK. So there are some international GKs. So that's how this World Time, JWT, Jahangir's World Time, June magazine is. So I hope we learned something from this stream. I will come with every magazine of the month. We will talk about and discuss this in the world, and this can improve your GK, your English speaking, your reading, learning, critical thinking ability, and it's good for you if you are applying for CSS and if you are applying for competitive exam. In any of the field, you should be obsessed about the world affairs. And if you're doing business, you want to reach world level. If you want to become an entrepreneur. So that's all. We will talk about the next magazine in the upcoming, inshallah. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome to Al Sabir Connect.